Hey guys, it's your boy 112K here. Let's get right into things. Dreamhack Anaheim is happening as we speak. Dreamhack Anaheim is an amazing event, right? This is probably the most stacked solo event we've had since the World Cup finals when it comes to just the amount of competitors competing, the sheer amount of talent that is currently, playing at Dreamhack is amazing, right? And the Blue Heat just happened. The Blue Heat just happened. The Blue Heat is the first qualifying round. We will have the Yellow Heat happen fairly shortly from the time I'm recording this video, actually. And with the Blue Heat came some great storylines, some great content to watch, right? Obviously, there is no official broadcast by Dreamhack, but we've had some amazing people in the community come together. Barlon and Shayo actually flew out there to Anaheim to provide us with some great content. A bunch of players have been streaming it, which has been great. I actually did a viewing party on my Twitch as well, which was really amazing. We had a bunch of people come in and watch that, and it was really fun to watch. But the Blue Heat was great because we had our guy, MrSavage, come out on top, man. MrSavage of 100 Thieves, newly of 100 Thieves as well, actually. He came out on top, and it was really great to see him win actually, that first Blue Heat, because, this is someone who people have been kind of hating on Savage recently, man. People have been saying, oh, Savage is potentially falling off and this and that. And the reality of it is if you actually have thought at any stage in the past 3 months that Savage is falling off, you have no idea what you're talking about. You clearly don't understand anything about competitive Fortnite, because as much as maybe his streams weren't as active, right, so you weren't seeing as much of him, he's still been out here. He's still been performing in every single thing he's been playing, and Dreamhack's been no different so far. So big shout out to 100 Thieves, man. Picking up Savage was a great pickup. I actually made a video quite recently about Savage and what teams he could potentially go to, right? And obviously 100 Thieves was a team that was kind of listed off on that list, right? He signed to 100 Thieves as a content creator and a professional player, which is kind of fitting, right? He's going to be the face of 100 Thieves Fortnite now. Like, he's going to be the face of them, and that's exactly what he wanted, right? That's exactly what he wanted. That's exactly what he wasn't getting out of NRG, because like we said in that video, the face of NRG Fortnite is currently Benji Fishy, and that probably isn't going to change anytime soon. So super happy for 100 Thieves. Love what they're building over there, man. The content that they're doing is amazing, and Savage is going to fit so well into that. And obviously they picked up Rex as well, and Rex performs pretty well. Rex actually did also qualify through the Blue Heat as well, so he's going to be playing in stage 2. And in general, there were so many top performers, man. So many of the big name players performing well, right? Wolfies and Benji were dominating, man. They were playing so well in the first half of the Blue Heat that they in fact turned on their streams, right? Which was super great. So we had even more people to watch and even more content to watch. Some great storylines, man. The EU boys came out dominating, man. I know people always say I'm biased to EU, but hey, that's just my preference. The EU guys, the Become Legends boys, was playing so well. And Nas and Rifler and TK were doing amazing in Dreamhack. It was super good to watch. And as much as, I love the EU boys, and I'll always shout the EU boys, I won't lie. The NA West guys came out they came out and they performed well, man. Wavy Jacob did a good job. A bunch of the other the NA West players specifically did a great job, right? And all the other regions, man, all the regions competing played amazingly, and you can see the standards on the screen. I'm sure I'll have that up for you guys. I cannot wait to see the Yellow Heat. As much as there's some amazing players who did well in the Blue Heat, there were some players who, you would have expected to qualify who didn't qualify, unfortunately, right? Unknown Army being one of them. Unknown, we were watching him on my stream. Unknown was on a tear, man. He was W-keying so hard. He was doing what he does best, right? But unfortunately, it wasn't working out. And why wasn't it working out for Unknown? He was W-keying so hard, but it got to a point where, like, you kind of was thinking to yourself, Unknown, if you just chill out for 2 minutes, if you just don't W-key at this point in the game and play for endgame a tiny bit, just a tiny bit, you were going to play so much better. And he wasn't doing that, so it kind of cost him a lot, and he's now going to have to play in the Yellow Heat to try and qualify through to the next stage. But trust me, guys, Unknown will be fine, man. The Yellow Heat is going to be a lot easier because, in fact, the players who did qualify through the Blue Heat are not allowed to play the Yellow Heat. So the Yellow Heat is going to be a lot less stacked, and anyone that should have qualified will probably qualify. Obviously, Macwood is probably one of those people as well. Macwood, I believe, didn't qualify, and he's going to have to play the Yellow Heat, and I'm 100% confident he will qualify. Savid also being another one, right? Savid, one of my UK boys of Velos, he did not qualify. He missed it by just 2 points, man. 2 points. He got super unlucky in a couple of games, right? He made a couple mistakes here and there, but I'm sure he's going to be able to bounce back, and he'll be fine. But yeah, man, I can't wait for the Yellow Heat. Let's see who comes out on top, and let's see what happens in the rest of the tournament, man.